This is Mirabella's kitchen, and today I'm making gumbo. I start by dicing 3 ribs of celery. I then dice 1/2 of a large green bell pepper, and I dice 1/2 of a large white onion. Bell pepper, celery, and onion are considered the holy trinity in Cajun cooking, and they are instrumental to making gumbo. I cry hot tears of regret because I'm using an onion in this meal. I next mince 7 cloves of garlic. Garlic is considered the Holy Spirit in Cajun cuisine, and it goes hand in hand with the Holy Trinity. I generously season both sides of bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs with coarse kosher salt and ground black pepper. I take 4 links of andouille sausage and cut them into coins. I take 4 cups of chicken stock and cook it over low heat to warm it through. And I take 1/2 cup of vegetable oil and heat it over medium to medium-high heat in my Dutch oven until it is hot. Once that oil is hot, I start making the roux. I take 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, add it to the oil, and continuously stir it. I'm making this roux very fast. I recommend, if you've never made a roux before, to get to that dark chocolate color that I am looking for, I would recommend going low and slow over 45 to 60 minutes. I'm cooking it very fast over medium to medium-high heat, and I am playing with the heat to, get it to brown to the color I would like. It starts as a blonde roux, goes to caramel, peanut butter, milk chocolate, and then finally it will be that dark Hershey chocolate. Gumbo is dark, it's murky, it's mysterious, and a lot of that comes from this chocolate roux. I add 2 bay leaves. And I add the Holy Trinity to the roux and mix everything in so the roux is coating every piece and the vegetables are starting to soften for 3 to 5 minutes. Then I slowly add 1 cup of beer. I recommend using any beer that you like to use except a light beer. And then I slowly add the chicken stock. The reason I heat the chicken stock up is because one of the first times I made gumbo, I broke my roux by adding cold stock from the fridge, and I read online to heat it up before adding it in the future. And in a panic, I add my garlic. I meant to add it after the Holy Trinity, and I totally forgot and added it when I remembered, and I honestly did not notice a difference in the flavor. I add 1/2 tablespoon of cayenne pepper and a pinch of coarse kosher salt. I add a generous serving of ground black pepper, basically to just coat the top of the gumbo with it. And then I add 1/2 tablespoon of smoked paprika and stir everything in so it's nice and homogeneous. I cook the chicken thighs in vegetable oil. I heat the pan until it is hot over medium heat and then add the vegetable oil and add the chicken thighs. I cook them for 5 to 7 to maybe even 10 minutes because these are thicker due to having the bone and the skin. And once they are golden brown and easily removed from the pan, I flip them. I am not going to cook them all the way through. They will continue cooking and finish cooking in the gumbo. last ingredient I'm adding is the andouille sausage. I give the gumbo one final stir, and I let it cook for 2 hours over low heat. After 2 hours, I come back and I remove the chicken meat from the bones and the thighs. I really recommend to just use boneless, skinless chicken thighs in this situation. It's an extra step you don't have to take. You don't have to worry about pieces of cartilage getting into the gumbo if that's not to your texture liking. The skin became soggy. You know, I should have thought about that and removed the skin. So just use boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And finally, remember to remove the bay leaves, and I side this with some long grain rice that I cook for half the time I would normally cook, so it's gritty. I add a generous portion of the gumbo to a bowl and top it with the long grain rice. You can also optionally top it with some sliced green onion for some crunch and for some color to the dish. And that's gumbo. Thank you for joining me today. I make new videos on cooking every Wednesday. Please support me on Patreon and on Facebook at Mirabella's Kitchen.